Ready, roll 'em.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hello, Eddie.
Hello, Andrew.
What I'm doing today
What are you doing?
well, I am carving out a hinge plate. I'm carving out a void
A void.
for a hinge plate.
Right.
And these are the hinges on the gate that will go into these hinge plate voids.
Right.
And there's like a shallow rectangle and then a slightly deeper trough. The rectangle is for the hinge plate, and the trough is for the hinge post.
Right.
And if you pan back, I'll kind of stand up and give you show you what I'm doing here. This over here. This over here is the gate.
Right.
That's the gate.
Yes.
And the gate corresponds to the fence that I built out of lots and lots of spare parts that we found and that we pulled out of this house. These are all mostly what you see here. This is a door frame and door trim that's been fire damaged and smoke damaged.
Right.
And water damage from when they put the fire out. But the wood itself is very solid. So and we need, for security purposes, over here on the east-southeast corner of the house, we need to install a gate and about 8 feet of fence.
Right.
And that's what this is.
Right.
And so anyway, today I'm carving out the little voids so that they can receive a hinge. And here's an example. You can come in closer now. Okay. Here's an example. You know, here's the hinge. And by the way, I ended up with about 12 of these nice door hinges off of doors that had to come out of the house because they were obsolete and fire damaged.
Yeah, but they're not going anywhere.
That's right. So anyway, here's how it fits in, like this. And then, you know, that would be this part here would go here, and then this part here is this part here.
Right.
And so the front of the gate will be at a 90 degree angle to this fence. This is the corner post or front post here. Okay, so what I've done to facilitate this is I took a utility knife with a fresh sharp blade, and if you zoom in here, I'll show you. I've already cut in the lines to get started. What I did was, you know, I outlined where the hinge was supposed to go. I've cut the rectangular border around it, and I've cut this in. And then what I do, the next step is basically just to go across like this. You know, and when you do, you know, you can see that this stuff already starts to come up. And so what I do is I just keep doing this. I do short ones up here for the end of the hinge post. Okay, and so I'm going to do that all the way down, and basically I'm going to take a hammer and my putty knife, and I'm just going to gouge it out, and eventually it ends up looking like this, like this here. And normally I would do this with a chisel, but I don't have a sharp chisel. Right. I used to have one. I must have misplaced it. Instead, I have this dull chisel, which does help, especially with sort of digging in the deeper channels for the hinge posts.
Digging in the deeper channels for the hinge posts?
Yes. Yeah.
Could you demo that?
Oh, see? Yeah, like that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the hinge post, and these are the hinge plates. Right.
Okay. Yeah, just go over the trough with the chisel once more.
Oh, sure. See, and you know, when I'm gouging out these wood fibers, you know, it goes a little slow and you know, it's a little tedious. But the thing is, you know, each one of these, you know, I can do in about an hour. You know, so you know, within an hour, you know, it's done. So I'm on the fourth one. I've got 3 of them done, and either sometime today or tomorrow, I'll have the gate attached, and at some point we're going to try to find some olive green paint to paint the outside of the fence. And then we'll walk it. We'll walk it over to the east southeast corner of the house, and we'll be installing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's pretty good. Thank you, Eddie.
Okay.